Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. I am the Crypto Crow. This is going to be a very short video. I'm going to show you something that a lot of people out in the crypto world don't want you to see. They don't want you to know this stuff because this is straight facts about the Cardano blockchain. This is a tweet by DDM GPU Computing or DDM Network. The beauty of Cardano. Now, a lot of the narratives that you see by competing blockchains and the holders of them love to try and cherry pick little details, little things that are kind of true in the moment, but generally not the case, such as Cardano's transactions per second. A lot of people out there will say, oh, Cardano, look at this, 0.28 transactions per second, right? They find the slowest time, the slowest block, the slowest whatever, and then they use that and they try to project that out as like the standard, right? But then even on top of that, they don't get into the real details of Cardano's capabilities, which is unlike anything else in the market. And I'm going to show you a video of exactly what I'm talking about. So this video here, this is just one block, okay? Typically on a blockchain, you're going to have multiple transactions within a block, okay? And then in this block, there are 8 transactions, but within this transactions, there are 1,600 unique recipients, okay? So I'm going to play this because what this video is a recording from EUTXO.org, which is a video representation of the Cardano blockchain's EUTXO model in real time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and watch this real quick. All of this data, 1,600 recipients, and all of this basically cost a total of 5.16 ADA. And this is the facts. This is what they don't want you to know. They like to complain. They like to try and project this false narrative about Cardano and its throughput. Okay. But the reality is that this is just 8 transactions in a single block of 1,600 recipients for the data. And the fact of the matter is that through Hydra, which if you're familiar with Cardano's blockchain at all, you're going to know Hydra is the big scalable solution that is continually building on the blockchain. And ultimately, Hydra is going to have the capabilities of basically making every staking node, like the Crow node or, DApp Central node, all of our nodes, capable of 1,000 transactions per second per node. Right now, there are well over 3,000 nodes in the world. There are going to be more being added. Iagon's launching their Cyclone technology in the next 5 months. The little standalone Iagon, I'm going to call them miners, even though they're not really miners. But they're basically like, you could think of them as like a RAID array storage system for the peer-to-peer storage to earn Iagon tokens. But on top of that, each one of those is going to be capable of running its own Cardano node. So if you think about, the complexities associated with running a Cardano node today, I have one, I know. I just replaced my admin on that node because he's been so caught up with a bunch of stuff, a lot of personal issues, sadly. But I've replaced him, and now my node is cranking. Like Crow node is just cranking. So it's going to take like an epoch for people to start seeing what it's doing now, but it's literally better than ever. But anyway, it's very complex to run a node. But with Iagon's new systems, you're going to be able to run a node right off of one of these Cyclone units. So that is going to expand even further the number of Cardano nodes worldwide. People are going to be able to run a node right off of their bookshelf. And this is just going to continue scaling and getting bigger and bigger. And we already know that there is no second place in terms of security on a blockchain. Cardano's second to none. So this is just one thing that I wanted to put out there and share with everybody that I think is a really, really big deal. We've got to stop these nonsense narratives about Cardano. Just because we're in different blockchains, we can all coexist. And if anything, I believe that the majority of blockchains out there would benefit greatly from utilizing the consensus algorithm of Cardano, the EUTXO model that has been established. There are just so many very, very powerful elements of the Cardano blockchain that I think would benefit your favorite token, would benefit your favorite blockchain if we just worked together. We have to stop the tribalism. And I posted on Twitter recently, basically saying, listen, I'm done, dunking on all the other blockchains out there, calling out their flaws, calling out their, it's gotten to a point where it just feels toxic to me. I'm not a toxic person. I really repel against toxicity overall. I'm at a point in my life where it's just like, it's got to be good, man. It's positive vibes, positive energy, positivity. We're stuck in a world right now full of negativity and toxicity and all these bad things that it just drives our energy down through the floor. There's so much to be grateful for. There's so much to be excited about in the crypto space. I've been a Cardano proponent since 2017. That hasn't changed. It's only gotten more and more strong as Cardano's continued to develop. And I think it's a time where we should really all start focusing on how we can work together to benefit one another instead of constantly trying to shoot other people down. I feel like Cardano for the longest time has been kind of not a scapegoat, but really an attack vector. Like I feel like so many blockchains that are out there trying to achieve a certain level of profitability, growth, community building, things like that, have all looked at Cardano with a certain jealousy, I think, to an extent, because the community has just exploded over the years, even though Cardano has taken its time developing itself. And I think that, you have other blockchains out there where, they were to launch really quick and, they might have a lot of issues and things, but the communities maybe haven't grown as much, or the price hasn't grown as much, or whatever. And I think we all just need to stop, chill out, figure out how we can all work together to benefit each other. Because like I've always said, and I continue to say, Cardano or crypto in general is still very much in its infancy. We haven't even reached a point of mass adoption yet for any particular blockchain. And I do think that we're getting close. And I think between now and 2025, what we see in this current market is going to be what truly defines what's going to win out and start taking over the market and establishing a lot of these passive use cases that are going to be used as underlining layers to everything that we do, from AI to real world assets to Web3 to gaming and so forth. And I really think it's time for people to start focusing on how we can all work together, benefit one another for the growth of everything, and stop with the tribalism, stop with the nonsense, stop with the lies, the false narratives. I know anytime there's significant money at stake, there are going to be institutions and companies and people that they're going to let their greeds their greed control what they do, what they say, how they think, how they feel. And it's like when you're talking about money, that's when like dirty people start really showing their true colors. And I think that it's just let them be amongst themselves. Let them kind of cannibalize each other. I really do believe that we need to just stay out of it, focus on the good, focus on what's coming, focus on what's happening now, and we'll all flourish and we'll all benefit in the end. Until next time, grow your coins. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.